Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time, kid. Bitcoin gets 119,000, 119,750. Looks like a pump. Maybe coming. Bitcoin, crypto. I can't take myself seriously with this thing. Shout out to top of the morning to you. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Let's break it down on this beautiful Saturday night. I hope you're having a wonderful time. Let's break it down, have some fun. Let's get that music back up and running. Tony, with that music. Let's get it going on that disco. 117,850 for Bitcoin. Looking pretty interesting. Can we get the move here to the upside? Only time will tell. Is it really, are you watching Buffered? Is it buffered? No, it should be fine, right? I hope not. Ooh, that's never a good sign. Anyway, let's break it down. Shout out to each and every one of you. Thank you for being here. Let's have some fun, and let's break it down. How was the stream? Is the stream nice and smooth, Shano? 'Tis St. Patrick's Day. You're funny, man. You guys are crazy. All right, let's take a look. 117,800 for Bitcoin. Ethereum looks interesting to me. Inside this bull flag, like it's going to break to the upside. I'm long right now, ETH. 4 hour had all day to pump, though, and it just kind of went sideways, but it still tells me that ETH is looking ready for a bit of a pump here. I'd rather get stopped out. It looks too clean for me, so I'm long ETH right now. Can we get the pump to a new high? 47.61 in this cycle to the upside for Ethereum. And that's what I'm looking at. So right off the bat, I'm giving you a live trade. Bang, bang, bang. Yeah. Chuck Mangione. Oh, man, I'm sorry to hear that. Shout out to Chuck, man. Yeah. God bless everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. All right, let's break down BTC and have some fun. See what happened with this daily close. It's 8:29 on a beautiful Saturday night. 7:26. Let's have some fun and let's see what's going down. All right. First thing I'm going to look at is the weekly. You know how I do. I got to check my weekly time frame. It looks like we are going to close at least a green week. It would be better than we thought. You know, usually a red candle is followed, especially one like that, is followed by a continuation. But hey, we had, wicks like this before, and we've been able to recover pretty quickly. So let's see what happens. There's some heavy buy pressure here for Bitcoin. So the weekly, bullish scenario, uptrending flag, or it's either an uptrending flag like this or an ascending triangle. Both of them completely acceptable. Other scenario, it's a downtrending bull flag. All three of these are bullish. One just needs a little more of a pullback than the other, maybe back to 116, maybe a low at 112. The 21-day moving average comes into price action. We can get that pump to $140,000 BTC. So this still is on the table. We still have weekly support at 109K. And as long as we close a weekly candle above this candle here, that's now support too at about 117.5, right? 117.250. So far, so good on the weekly. If we close like this, we'll take it one step at a time. And there's a chance we're starting to consolidate and not just take a massive dump. So far, so good. If this closes red, that's going to be another story altogether. I can't tell you what's going to happen. I know nothing but the fact about ignorance. I just take it one step, one day at a time. 5-day candle already wicking back to the upside. That closes in 3 days. Shows some sign of continuation. And then here, too, with the 3-day chart, can we make a flag here? Just like last time, we made a beautiful 3-day flag. Remember how long it took us, and I kept talking about it, and we were spot on with my projection. We'll start another projection right now, and it looks like maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 15 days. So it looks like a couple weeks of sideways price action here. If we're lucky, Bitcoin will go sideways for 2 weeks. All coins will pump. Then when Bitcoin pumps, everything will kind of pump, and the market will just continue to evolve. Ethereum will go bananas while Bitcoin goes sideways for the next 5 to 10 days. Or Bitcoin loses this trend, starts to drop, and takes a tumble down to the 21, and every coin dumps. And that's the sad reality that we're looking at. Anything could happen here for Bitcoin. This huge wick tells a story. I like what I'm seeing. Let's take a look at the daily close today. So the daily had a beautiful reversal. Looked like we were going to get a bigger move than we did. Not much, but it was a low volume Saturday. We opened at 117,614. The high was 118,297. The low was 117,138, and the candle closed at 117,919.99, up $305. right? So it was a $300 day for Bitcoin. Not that amazing. Just kind of sitting there, just whatever, you know what I mean? And so we'll see. It still looks like an M. There's still resistance here at 119, 120K. But there's a chance, that this is what we're looking at. A bit of a nice little pattern here, but we'd have to bounce. Today, basically from now till 8 p.m. tomorrow, we would like to see a green candle to the upside. Like tomorrow, we have to get a massive Sunday bounce. Like it's one of those days. Let's take a look at the smaller time frames and see if there's something showing us the love. So here we could just say, okay, we're at the bottom of the range. So you can see the daily looks a lot better. The market changes completely on the 8-hour. But we are making lower highs, and that could roll over. It just, it doesn't look amazing. And then let's take a look at our 4-hour time frame. And our 4-hour, we almost have to make this trend line here. And so here we are. And we're looking for a right shoulder here to save the day. So shoulder, head. You're looking for a right shoulder here and a blast to the upside. This is what we're looking for. This is the idea here for Bitcoin. That would take you to 122K. Bang, bang, bang. We'd start to kind of moon. We'd get through this resistance and basically begin to build for the new all-time high. And that would make sense. So we're looking for some type of right shoulder here, a bit of a pullback. 1-hour time frame has now got oversold, still went sideways all day, but it was in a flag. We'll talk about how the 15-minute stayed inside a flag all day. Sauce. I'll just take a look at that while you're here. Sauce. Looked like it was going to bounce. It's not. It didn't even wait. It just continued to rip like this. But I see Sauce doing damage. And look at it. Oversold in the daily, above the 200 with the 21 crossing. Sauce, baby. Saucer swap. So on my radar is saucer swap. You just got another one. You're getting hooked up tonight just by showing up. You're lucky. I guess you're a lucky one. God's blessing you. So let's take a look. The 1-hour looks interesting, but not amazing in the 15-minute time frame. So here we are with the 15-minute. We were in a flag all day. I didn't trade it, but it looked interesting. Fell out, bearishly retest, dropped again. Now you could say, are we going to consolidate in a newer consolidation? See? Which I'm open-minded to. But it's looking pretty, I don't know. It doesn't look amazing. Previous resistance becomes support at about 116.6. Get rid of this line. I think we got a little too much going on here. Maybe it becomes one of those very elongated patterns, and it's a shoulder, head. So we're looking for basically a very long, complex inverted head and shoulder, possibly. That creates very sideways price action. We want to see the 15-minute stay above the 200 moving average. We want to see the 1-hour stay close to or on the 200 moving average. So we need a bounce here on the 1-hour time frame sooner than later. And I'd like to see the 1-hour begin to consolidate in a flag. So I like the 1-hour more than the 15. I'd like to see the 1-hour bounce and start to go sideways. If it does, 10 hours of sideways price action, we could get a pump tomorrow night, maybe even a little earlier. If it leaves this level, you got to start thinking it could be making it. Look at this, a shoulder, a head, a right shoulder, and break it down to this liquidity zone here at $116,000. We take a look at Bookmap. Bookmap suggests that we go back up. The biggest red is at 119, but that's not that far away. But hey, it's telling us at least 119,000 for now, and we go from there. All right. Shout out to everybody here. If you're not on 3 different accounts, getting the likes up, you're just not living right. Shout out to Christine Morales. God bless you. Thank you so much. That's super nice. Yeah. Can't wait till ETH rips. We got the saws. Yeah. I think Lifer said he had ZORA. We talked about ZORA. We went over ZORA. We found it at the very beginning. And then we had this flag. I mean, that flag just, my God. ZORA went to 8 cents. An insane, like Token Metrics had it. And just, a few days ago, this thing was a penny. It did an 8x. Just out of control. Out of control. To me, you think it would, at this point, it's got to come back to that daily 200 moving average. I mean, it's just the 21. I mean, it's just too far. Made a nice little flag there. It got busy. What a pump on that 4-hour, touch the 21, low stochastics. Same scenario. If it's going to continue to pump, it's got to flag out now on the 4-hour. But for me, it's just getting more and more high risk at this point. ZORA. All right. Shout out to the $50 super chat to start the stream. That's pretty nice of you. You didn't have to do that, but you did. And Scotty Begovic just throws $4.99. Doesn't even say a word. Just throws $49.90. Just those $50. Scott, we love you, man. Thank you. You didn't have to do that, but you did. It's going to come back to you tenfold, Scott, for giving like that. You know, givers gain. Givers gain. God bless Crypto Billy in the house. I seen Crypto Billy out there. Shout out to all my beautiful people kicking it with me. Let's take a look at what's happening to Ethereum here. And we'll also see coin market cap. Shout out to all my people on Weeks. Banging on them, making gains. Shout out to my Weeks holders. My love is a life. Weeks, baby, Weeks. And we got the ETH trade open. It's not open. You know, it's been basically about 100 to 125 bucks all day long. Still looking good, though. Since entry, we are up, and we're looking to get to 46.59 on the trade here, up 5% on Ethereum. Trading on Weeks.com. You can, too, if you know what you're doing. SWE up 4%. HBAR up 777s right there. You saw the 777s. They disappeared, but they was up 777. Pengu, a leader. SPA, ZORA, up 78%. We've been talking about ZORA on and off for the last few days. So hottest coin in the game. Caspa 2 up a little bit, but not amazing. Chronos up nicely as well. Say, down in 7 days, but up today a little tiny bit. Say, man. Let's take a look at Say. I got a pretty big position in Say, and I'd like to see what's happening. Beautiful day on the beach today with family and friends. Just what a blessing it is to be alive. Scoop the dip, right? I wanted to see it. Now, again, I don't get in there just looking. This is something I would like to see the bounce from, right? Yeah. 8:40, right? Damn, it happened so fast, right? I started a little late, like 8:20. Just give me 10 minutes. Put on exactly 8:50. Everyone's eating burgers. Sammy misses dinner all the time. It's all right. Inverted head and shoulder for Say. I want to see this type of consolidation get tight. Say bounce to 50. I've got Say. Looks like it's going to take its time, though. Say moves slow. I don't know. It just takes its time. But hey, I don't need fast money. I need guaranteed money. All right. I still got a bag of SNX from a long time ago. SNX. Let's take a look at what's happening with SNX. Synthetics. Bounce up to 76, bouncing off the 200 moving average on the 4. What's it look like on the daily? Still below the 200. Nah. Doesn't look amazing to me. It might bounce off that, though, and continue up, I guess. I just think there's better, but it's a bit of a cup and handle. I'm going light on that one. Just not every coin gets me going. So Bitcoin, we've got to get a bounce here. Show me a sign, BTC. Get this bounce. Inverted head and shoulder. I want to see this. I'd long if we get over here. I'll put an alert there for Bitcoin. When the alert goes off, it's going to tell me it's time to snatch up some BTC. Is there a coin on the weekend? I don't know. It's low volume. It's summer. It's hard to get like big pumps. But we'll see here. We'll go to the bubbles. Let's take a look at those bubbles. Shout out to anyone that jumped into class today. I taught class. It was awesome. I've been talking and streaming for over 4 hours now today, including this live stream, and it's been amazing. It's hard work, though, no joke. CRO, Pengu, Saros, BNB, IP, ENA, and Flare, PulseX, CRV, SWE, and HBAR. HBAR really taking some gainers there. I want to see a bounce here for Bitcoin. Let's take a look at what the 1 minute looks like. 1 minute still kind of battling near the 200 moving average and just lost it. But, you know, there could be consolidation there. And I'll get rid of all my scribbly wigglies. So, you know, it looks like a Bart Simpson head that could easily make a head and shoulder pattern. Honestly, and that almost looks like a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder that's going to dump. I don't know, I'm a little more bearish than bullish here. And I'm only bullish if we consolidate, then I take the long. So I guess I kind of remain a little more bearish for Bitcoin. It's got to show me something. So right now, it's like the bears have to show me something. Get tight inside that zone, and then can we get the move to the upside? All right. God, see you out there, Mr. Florida, doing your thing. You the man. God bless you, man. Thank you. Is that me? Am I Mr. Florida? I don't know. Either my longs work out or my shorts do. So funny. We making money either way. I don't know how that works. Go eat dinner and be appreciated and love on the wifey. Hey, I gotta love you. In my corner, I love you, brother. I heard Lifer Group is for beginners. Is it easy to understand for complete noobs? I heard Lifer Group is it easy for beginners? I think the Lifer Group is the greatest place for anyone to start their life because it's where I started, and I teach anyone how to begin. And so, like, I started in the trading group. I knew nothing, but I saw a guy online that made sense to me. If you like my style, you like my vibe, then of course you're going to learn from me. So if you're already on the live stream asking me a question, it kind of means you're ready to rock. What are you waiting for? Make it happen. Think about it. This is a great selling point. All right, I will, as a salesman, I love this line. All right, so I love this pitch. But if $99 a month is going to be hard for you, how do you expect to become a multimillionaire? If $99 a month is hard for you, like you're going to start making it super stressful, like I can't make, then how the heck are you going to open your mind up to become a multimillionaire? You see what I'm saying? And that's challenging. That could be kind of rude. I get it. Some people can't afford it, and I don't mean to be rude. But that's a real statement, right? Like if me personally, if I was 24 years old and I thought $99 a month was tough for me, then like, of course, owning 2 to 3 homes, traveling the world, having a private jet, that might just be a little too much. You know, that might not be for you. Might not be for me. Might not. It wasn't for me at one point, right? I held back. So, Sam the man, can you give an idea where you see Pepe going to this run? I have 6 figures of it now. I've been DCA since summer of 23. I saw the top whale close the oldest Reddit meme to be the meme of this run. Thank you. I mean, Pepe. You gotta kind of like, that's highly speculative to see where Pepe may go. But right now, it's one of the top memes. It's got a $5.2 billion market cap. Okay? Interesting. At its height, the market cap hit about 10. So it's doubled since it's been at a 10 billion. So I believe it can get to 20, maybe even $30 billion. Just the way, you know, people could start piling in and you'd see heavy speculation. It has great volume. It ain't bad. Let's take a look at the bigger chart. In my idea, the best you're going to get from here, 4x, and then you're at $20 billion. It's going to take a good amount of the market share of memes too. So, you know, I don't know, $20 billion Pepe. And, you know, that makes sense to me, but it's going to have everything's going to have to go right. Perfect altcoin season. You know what I mean? Is that going to happen like that? So let's take a look at Pepe. Did not break out parabolically out the rising wedge like things looked like they would have. Look, we were about to go on a massive tear. No. So now we look at Pepe. We got this trend line. We see we're kind of tight inside this trend. We got resistance. And then bang right here to about 2309, right? ENS is on the move, bro. Let's go. Yep. I watched these streams, and at first I couldn't understand a lick of what he was saying. But I'm starting to understand things now. Thanks for answering, Sam. Anytime. God bless you. I love that you care to learn. Like, you're here to learn. That means you're like me. And if you're someone that loves to learn, me and you have so much in common. No, there's some people that, like, they want to be entertained. They want to work hard. And then there's people that just like learning is their thing. Crypto Billy's one of them. That's why me and him get along so well. That's why, look, he had his own business in housing, took care of himself, already had his gains, already had his life set pretty much. And he's out there going to Bitcoin Nashville, Bitcoin Miami, meeting people, traveling the world, like, and getting himself involved in a new age industry and knowing that that's like where he needs to be. And then helping and mentoring people like me when I lost my dad and needed guidance. Sending flowers to the funeral and just being an awesome person, right? There you go. And you can write it off, he said, if you do it correctly. It's education, right? Aren't there some educational write-offs? I believe there are. I watch these streams, yeah. And now, yeah. Join today. Shout out to everybody. And if you want to jump on in, you can go to Crypto Lifer, CryptoLifer.com, right? It's so simple. Type it on in and go to cryptolifer.com. Find out. Learn about me. Jump on in today. All right. The 99 trading group. You can subscribe to a monthly, a quarterly, or a yearly subscription. Happy Saturday, Sam. Could you take a look at STX from El Toro Crypto? And wow, super chats are flying out tonight. You guys are just letting it fly. $79 in chat revenue. About 1,000 people here on the live. Let's get the likes up to the watchers. I would greatly appreciate it on this beautiful Saturday night. So PEPE, right now, I see it making a possible move up. In the short term, I mean, about 80%, right? And in the long term, I believe PEPE can hit, an all-time high. I don't know. And if you look at it here, usually you get the cup. And I'm speculating for sure, but then the handle. And I mean, you're talking May of 2026. Like, how long can this rally go for? And if everything goes well and you get a massive pump to 4 and you're at 1, so like that $20 billion level looks likely to me somewhere into this region would be PEPE. I don't see how it could get much higher than that. That's if everything goes well. 4239 for PEPE. And I'm being heavily speculative, so nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice here on the markets. All right. All right, looking at what's hot. SWE, Pudgy Penguins, Aptos, Ondo holding a buck hard. Newton, one of the hotter coins in the game too. Let's take a look at Newt and see what's happening to Newt. And you know who put us onto these was Token Metrics. When we sat together last week, these names came up. We saw them. Wow, it had a massive, this one just dumped like it should. I mean, most of them should have. After a pump like that, a pullback. So now that's kind of, we leave that alone for a while. We'll look at it at another time. That one's not worth really checking out anymore. It had its, I mean, people took it for what it was. Solana 185, SWE 413. Let's take a look at SWE. I see a big move coming for SWE. Last time I looked at SWE, I think I got a chart up to $9. Something like that, right? $9. Yeah, this is my idea for SWE. You get in now and let this thing ride. And, that's my plan, my idea. SWE about to pump for the next few weeks. A couple months straight it's going to take to get there. Solana. Soyama. Solana looks interesting to me. Getting a bounce on that daily. Kind of like Bitcoin, but not amazingly aggressive. Tomorrow, we really, it's crazy, but the market needs a massive pump tomorrow. We need a big pump here for Bitcoin and these other altcoins to really harness in on this move. If we get the pump, then yes, things can go in our favor, right? So someone's asking about STX and PEPE. Let's look at STX. Stacks on Binance. All right. That's in a beautiful double bottom and a bit of a small cup and handle here. I like the bigger double bottoms though. Doge is in one. A lot of coins are in these, and you just XLM hit it and did numbers on it. But it just says that that's your measured move, and you're on your way to 159 and then possibly further to the upside. But this is a 68% chance that you're going to 160 in the next, I'd say, 30 to 40 days at the most. I'm with it. And I'm predicting that you will see a 159 STX within 2 months. That's my prediction right here on the channel. You heard it here first from the lifer. Maxi free soul tax. Yeah, exactly. Thanks for your time, bud. Any chance you can check Render and AERO? Two of my favorite holdings too. So you got me there. I'll look at Render. I'll look at AERO. AERO looks good to me. I want to see it bounce with Bitcoin, continue in this flag above the 200 and continue to pump. And then bang, 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 things can really start to push in our favor. So I want to see that hit 157 to the upside. I've been watching the lifer since back in the day with 100 watching. Was big. This guy has it when it counts. He doesn't just talk it. He walks it. Thank you for saying that, man. May God bless you, brother. Thank you so much. Cut the Starbucks out, and you can afford to get the education that Sam provides. Thank you for saying that, man. I love you. ETH pumping, baby. I told you ETH pumping. We long ETH, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, trades up a little more. Let's go, baby. All right. Sam is a busy man and needs to get back to his family too. God bless everybody here. Thank you for saying that. So AERO looks good to me. I see AERO headed to 157. I'm all over AERO right now at 91 cents. I like me some aerodrome. Little bit of aerodrome in my life. A little bit of... All right. Shout out to Ollie, 007, El Toro, Crypto, and Dan. Everyone, I'm going to jump out in about 5 minutes. Send in what you need. I gave you the Bitcoin update. Have a pretty good idea of where we're going tonight. We'll come back tomorrow, but we desperately need a bounce. I feel like we need a bounce tomorrow. Bookmap suggests we can get it with the liquidity to the upside. We can start at 119, maybe even get to $120,000. So anything is possible. Big chance we can get there. I like what we're seeing for Bitcoin. All right. God bless all my beautiful lifers and everybody out here on the stream. Thank you for sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Go spend time with your family. We'll see you tomorrow. God bless you all. Yeah. SCI going to be a gem. I believe so. Glad I found the stream. Love the vibe. Hey, jump on in every single day. We will not stop making you feel good, keeping you updated and flowing at the speed of light. We love you. We appreciate you, and we'll keep the positivity running. Everybody, I'm going to jump on out of here for the night. May God bless everyone for being here. Thank you so much for being awesome and amazing. Thank you to everyone who signed up to class. I'll be back tomorrow morning quick to kind of pick up where we left off on this Bitcoin update. It is the only Saturday night stream in crypto, so you got to take it for what it is. It's quicker tonight, but at least we're going to give you that information. Sorry to keep you waiting. We'll be back at it tomorrow morning. I love you all. I thank you so much for being here, and I'll see each and every one of you tomorrow in the AM. God bless you all. Thank you so much. The biggest trade I showed you was my ETH trade on Weeks. Shout out to Weeks. If you want to sign up and jump in where we're at, the links are in the pinned comment. Weeks, Bitanex, and BTC, and Maxi that has little to no fees. Bitcoin pumping, 117,900. I gave you my sauce. I'll see you tomorrow. God bless. The secret to success is getting started. I love you all. Keep it moving. I'll see you on the flip.